As many of you know, in my role as Surgeon General, I have the privilege of addressing critical public health issues facing our nation. In 2023, I issued an advisory on the epidemic of loneliness and isolation plaguing our country. The statistics are alarming. Nearly half of American adults report experiencing loneliness, a condition that carries serious risks to both our mental and physical well-being. Loneliness can be as harmful to our health as smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day, increasing the risk of heart disease, stroke, dementia, and even premature death. But there is hope. Just as loneliness has become a significant public health concern, we have the power to combat it by strengthening our social fabric and fostering a greater sense of connection. This isn't just about individual responsibility, it requires a collective effort. It's about creating communities where people feel seen, heard, and valued. It's about recognizing that our well-being is interconnected, and that by supporting one another, we uplift ourselves and society as a whole. Throughout this video, we will delve deeper into the multifaceted nature of this issue, and explore practical steps we can take as individuals, communities, and as a nation to address it. Together, let's rebuild connections and create a world where everyone feels a sense of belonging. Imagine a community where parks are filled with laughter, libraries buzz with activity, and public programs bring people together. This is the power of robust social infrastructure. It's not just about physical spaces, it's about creating welcoming environments that foster a sense of belonging. Parks, for instance, become more than just green spaces. They transform into hubs for recreation, social interaction, and community building. Picture families picnicking, children playing, and neighbors catching up on park benches. These seemingly simple interactions weave the threads of a connected community. Libraries, too, play a vital role beyond books. They offer a space for learning, exploration, and connection. Imagine attending a book club, participating in a workshop, or simply enjoying the company of fellow bookworms. Libraries can be incredible catalysts for fostering a sense of community. Furthermore, investing in public programs such as community festivals, art events, and recreational activities can create opportunities for people of all ages and backgrounds to come together, share experiences, and forge new connections. These shared spaces and experiences are not mere luxuries. They are essential for our collective well-being. By strengthening our social infrastructure, we invest in something far more profound. We invest in the fabric of our communities and the well-being of our people. It's about fostering a sense of belonging, where everyone feels valued and connected. When we prioritize social infrastructure, we create a ripple effect that strengthens the very foundation of our society. While individual actions are crucial, public policy profoundly impacts a connected society. Imagine policies designed for social well-being. Pro-connection policies address loneliness and isolation. Accessible transportation is crucial. It strengthens social bonds and reduces isolation. Imagine the difference for an elderly individual or a single parent. Paid family leave is equally important. It nurtures children and builds strong family bonds. When families thrive, communities thrive. Affordable housing, healthcare, and education contribute to a connected society. When basic needs are met, people thrive and contribute. Pro-connection policies create a society that values human connection. Our well-being is interconnected. Investing in supportive policies creates a just, equitable, and connected world. Public policies shape our daily lives. Let us advocate for policies that prioritize well-being. We often think of healthcare in terms of treating physical ailments, but it's time we recognize the profound impact of loneliness on our well-being. Loneliness has tangible physical consequences. Studies link loneliness to heart disease, stroke, and dementia. It's time for healthcare to address social determinants of health, with loneliness being crucial. Integrating connection into care is vital. Social connection is as important as diet and exercise. Healthcare providers can identify and address loneliness. Imagine a doctor's visit where they ask about your social well-being. By incorporating social connection into checkups, healthcare providers can connect patients with resources. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of our health, creating a healthcare system that treats the whole person. Chapter 4. Reforming Digital Environments, Reclaiming Our Digital Lives. Technology has undoubtedly revolutionized the way we connect, offering unprecedented opportunities to bridge geographical distances and stay connected with loved ones. Yet, alongside its benefits, we must also acknowledge the potential downsides of our digital lives. The constant barrage of carefully curated online personas, the fear of missing out fueled by social media feeds, and the pressure to portray a perfect online image. These aspects of our digital lives can leave us feeling inadequate, anxious, and even more disconnected. It's time we reclaim our digital lives and foster a healthier relationship with technology. This begins with mindful usage. Let's be intentional about the time we spend online and set boundaries to prevent it from encroaching on our offline connections. Instead of scrolling mindlessly through social media feeds, let's use technology to nurture meaningful connections. Video calls with loved ones, online communities centered around shared interests, and even virtual game nights can be wonderful ways to foster connection and combat loneliness. Furthermore, we must advocate for tech companies to prioritize ethical design and create platforms that promote genuine connection over addictive algorithms. It's time for tech companies to be accountable for the impact of their platforms on our social well-being. Reforming our digital environments is not about demonizing technology, it's about harnessing its power for good. It's about using technology to enhance our offline connections, foster meaningful relationships, and create a digital world that promotes well-being. Chapter 5. Deepening our knowledge. Unraveling the complexities of loneliness. While we've made significant strides in recognizing loneliness as a public health issue, there's still much we don't know. Loneliness is a complex phenomenon, influenced by a myriad of factors ranging from social determinants of health to individual experiences. To effectively address this issue, we need to deepen our understanding of its complexities. This requires investing in robust research that explores the multifaceted nature of loneliness, its root causes, and its impact on both our mental and physical health. Imagine research that delves into the neurological underpinnings of loneliness, uncovering how it affects our brains and bodies. Imagine studies that explore the societal factors contributing to loneliness, such as economic inequality, discrimination, and lack of access to social services. This research is not just about accumulating data, it's about translating knowledge into action. By understanding the root causes of loneliness, we can develop more targeted and effective interventions. We can create programs and policies that address the systemic factors contributing to loneliness and empower communities to foster greater connection. Deepening our knowledge is not just the responsibility of scientists and researchers, it requires a collective effort. We can all contribute by raising awareness about loneliness, sharing our own experiences, and supporting organizations dedicated to tackling this issue. The more we understand about loneliness, the better equipped we are to combat it. Let's invest in research, elevate the conversation, and work together to unravel the complexities of this pervasive issue. Chapter 6. Cultivating a culture of connection. Small acts, big impact. Combating the loneliness epidemic requires more than just individual actions. It demands a cultural shift, a conscious effort to cultivate a culture of connection. It's about transforming our communities into places where people feel seen, heard, and valued. This starts with small, everyday acts of kindness. Imagine a world where a simple smile, a listening ear, or a helping hand become the norm. Imagine communities where neighbors check in on one another, strangers strike up conversations, and people go out of their way to make others feel welcome. We can also create opportunities for connection in our communities. Organize a neighborhood potluck, start a walking group, volunteer at a local charity, or simply invite someone who might be feeling lonely to join you for coffee. Let's challenge the stigma surrounding loneliness and create safe spaces for people to share their experiences without shame. Imagine a society where talking about loneliness is as acceptable as discussing any other health concern. Cultivating a culture of connection is about weaving a tapestry of compassion, empathy, and understanding. It's about recognizing that we are all interconnected and that by supporting one another, we uplift ourselves and society as a whole. Remember, even the smallest acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, creating a wave of connection that extends far beyond our immediate circles. Let's be the change we wish to see in the world and cultivate a culture where everyone feels a sense of belonging. Outro: Reclaiming Connection, a collective journey. The loneliness epidemic is a complex issue, but it's not insurmountable. By understanding its root causes, embracing a culture of connection, and implementing the strategies discussed, we can create a world where everyone feels a sense of belonging. Remember, connection is not a luxury, it's a fundamental human need. essential for our well-being and the well-being of our communities. Let's prioritize connection in our own lives, in our relationships, and in our communities. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to stay updated on future content. Together, let's build a world where no one feels alone.